Most of you see an airport as a transition, a brief, sterile purgatory between where you were and where you're going. You check your watch, you check your gate, and you pray the Wi-Fi works. But for one man, the purgatory became the palace. For 18 years, Terminal 1 at Charles de Gaulle wasn't a stopover, it was home. Mehran Karimi Nasseri arrived in 1988 with nothing but a suitcase and a story that the world wasn't prepared to hear. He was a man without a country, caught in the gears of a global bureaucracy that doesn't recognize a human soul without a plastic card to prove it exists. He claimed his papers were stolen in a London transit. The British sent him back to France. The French couldn't let him in, and they couldn't kick him out, so he stayed. He didn't hide in the shadows. He sat on a red plastic bench surrounded by boxes of his life. He shaved in the public restrooms. He ate at McDonald's. He became a celebrity of the transit zone, a man who existed only in the no man's land between nations. He was a living testament to the fact that our modern world is just a collection of imaginary lines enforced by men in suits. But here is where the story gets real. The machine eventually offered him a way out. In 1999, they finally managed to produce the papers. They gave him the right to leave. But by then, Mehran was gone. He had become Sir Alfred. He refused to sign the documents because they didn't use the name he had invented for himself, or because they listed his nationality as Iranian. He chose the bench over the world. He chose the sterile safety of the terminal over the terrifying uncertainty of a life outside the glass walls. They say he was fossilized. I say he was the only honest man in the building. He realized that the world outside wasn't any more real than the one inside the airport. He spent nearly 2 decades as a prisoner of paper, and when he finally had the chance to walk away, he realized the cell door had been open the whole time, but he no longer knew how to walk through it. He left for a while, moved to a shelter, and even saw his life turned into a Hollywood fantasy for a paycheck. But the terminal called him back. In late 2022, he returned to the airport one last time. He didn't have a flight booked. He just wanted to go home. He died in Terminal 2F, a few weeks after returning to the only place that ever truly accepted him. Mehran Karimi Nasseri proved that you don't need a passport to have a kingdom. You just need a bench and the stubbornness to refuse to be erased by a system that doesn't know what to do with a man who doesn't fit in a box. The borders are in your mind. The terminal is just where we wait to realize it.